Hey everybody, it's Jeff Williams with the Grand Lake Outdoor Report. As always, I really appreciate everybody taking the time out of their busy schedule to listen to the report. We're happy that the folks over at KGVE, Grand Lake Radio, put this report out, and then you can also, as always, find the report at grandfishingreport.com website. You can find it on YouTube now, and then you can also hear it or find it over at the Grand Fishing Report Facebook group. Hey, I'm down in Greenwood, Arkansas today at the plant that Toby and I bought. And last year, this is our 1 year anniversary down here at Lucky Strike. We've really been working hard on our American-made hard bait selection, and we're working hard at getting some import goods in. Starting to get some requests from the area dealers around the lake, and we sure appreciate that. We appreciate all of the anglers going out there and asking the dealers for some of the new Lucky Strike products. And I've got a guest with me today. His name is Al Fisher, and he is our lure designer here at Lucky Strike. He also helps us with the catalog. He's going to be out helping me film videos. He does some video editing for us. And Al, years ago, won a big bass tournament on Grand Lake, and Al's a really prolific bass tournament angler. I've been out with him, and he really knows his stuff. And today, I just want to briefly tell you what's going on, and then I'm going to have Al give you some information on some lures that he thinks would be great options for this time of year. But the crappie are on the banks right now. Grand Lake swimming minnows would be a great choice. Cork and a lucky bug would be a great choice. White bass are coming down out of Spring River and Neosho River now. We are going to get a big inflow, it looks like. I don't know how much the water's going to come up, but potentially we've got enough water to bring Neosho River up. And if Neosho River comes up, then we're going to have a lot of paddlefish up at the dam in Miami. So all you guys that like to snag paddlefish, kind of be prepared for that. Catfish are in the shallows right now. Blue cats you just better have something, a rod holder or something, because those catfish are up there and they're feeding aggressively right now. The flatheads are going to start moving in shallow. Typically the first week of May, if we get a rise on the water, is a wonderful time to flathead fish. My son Hayden with Williams Guide Service is still catching a big female crappie between the dock and the bank. He's been limiting folks out every day. The crappie fishing remains fantastic, with some of them on the bank and some of them still over by the boat docks. White bass are filtering back into the lake, and like I said last week, we caught some huge white bass around Shangri-La. Out there messing around on the island. We got some reports of white bass over at 5th and Boston too. But hey, I'm here with Al, and Al, I know you fished at Grand Lake some, but that's not your home lake. But in Arkansas and Oklahoma right now, what should guys be doing to try to catch some bass?
Well, the bass are in the midst of spawning right now. Is April and beginning of May. It's always good to look shallow for bass, and this time of year. Of course, there are some in all different stages. There's still pre-spawn and spawn fish and post-spawn beginning of that. But as far as lures, a jig is always a good thing, or MCFJ jig is an everyday item for bass, whether it be deep or shallow. And there's other little, especially at Grand Lake, if it's down and there's not a lot of bushes and things in the water, a little small crankbait like our CMCB, Crappie Magic Crankbait, is really effective on bass, and that was one of the key players in the Everstart or FLW tournament I won back in the 2000s there. It allowed me just to go behind other fishermen and catch fish.
Okay, all right. So that little Crappie Magic Crankbait is something that I have been talking about. Now this this little dude will catch just about anything that swims. I've already caught catfish, crappie, black crappie, white crappie, sand bass, Kentucky bass, largemouth bass. I've caught all kinds of fish on that, and I haven't been fishing with it very long. And right now they're 2 for $5 on at LuckyStrike.com if you want to jump over there and pick up some. That's a promotion to try to get people to try the baits, and those are American-made baits. How long have we been building those baits, Al?
We've been building that bait since the start of Lucky Strike here in Greenwood that I know about. But
what would be your favorite couple colors of the? I know we're talking about catching bass on a crappie magic crankbait, but what would be a couple of your favorite colors?
Well, I try to limit it to about 3 colors, this time of year, and with it really basic, I'm going to use a white one and a chartreuse one and a red one. And the red one really comes into play when the water is 50 degrees or below, usually for me. Red is a good color, and we make one called a chili bowl, which is it's a really awesome bait in the early spring.
And that's kind of a crawdad red, right?
Right, it's crawdad red, and the other two are just resemble a shad and a perch, basically. So you kind of got everything covered right there.
Okay, guys. Hey, I'm gonna be fishing with Al off and on here over this next year, and I'm gonna learn a lot more about bass fishing. All of you guys know that I spend a lot of time crappie and catfishing on Grand Lake, and you just don't have time to do everything. But Al is a great resource, and I'm going to have him back on the show talking about some of the equipment and lures and patterns that you can capitalize on there at Grand Lake. Al, thanks for being on the show.
You're welcome.
And guys, we're going to wind it up, and as always, good luck out there.